بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم اما بعد शब की सुन्नतें चल रही हैं। सुन्नत नंबर 11, रात को अच्छा ख्वाब नज़र आए, तबीयत चाहे तो किसी समझदार मुहब्बत वाले आदमी से ज़िक्र कर दे ताकि अच्छी ताबीर देवे। अगर बुरा और डरावना ख्वाब दिखाई दे तो जिस वक्त आँख खुले उसी वक्त अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम एक बार पढ़कर बाईं तरफ 3 मरतबा थुतकार दे और करवट बदल कर सो जाए और किसी से उस बुरे ख्वाब का तज़किरा न करे, इंशाअल्लाह कोई ज़रर न होगा। If you see a good dream at night and if you feel like it, then narrate it to someone who is wise, intelligent, who is loving and caring, so that he may give you a good interpretation. If you see a nightmare or disturbing dream, then as soon as your eyes open, read A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem once and spit a little on your left 3 times, poo, 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 and then change your posture and sleep on the other side. Inshallah, this dream will not harm you. And don't mention that nightmare or disturbing dream to anyone. रात को ख्वाब दिखाई दे, अच्छा ख्वाब, तो समझदार आदमी से जिक्र कर दे। नबी पाक सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम फजर बाद सहाबा की तरफ मुंह करके बैठते तो पूछते, भाई किसी ने कोई अच्छा ख्वाब देखा है? Has anyone seen any dream? If anyone seen any dream, they would relate it and Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam would give its interpretation. Otherwise, if he had seen any dream, he would say, last night I saw this dream. And then he would give the meaning of it. So, talking about dreams, good dreams is good. Sometimes good dreams have lots of basharat and glad tidings and information in there. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam once said, last night I saw that we were in the house of Uqba ibn Rafi' and we were brought Rutab of Ibn Tab. I took the meaning that we will have aqibat and good ending and good result in the hereafter, and raf'at and elevation in the dunya, and that our deen has ripened. Just as Rutab is ripe khajur, so our deen has now ripened and it's set now. So he took good interpretation from there. He said once that last night I saw that in my hand was the sword Zulfiqar. And while I was looking at it, it broke. And then I shook it and it got back to its original condition. So he said it is the defeat which we suffered in the battle of Uhud when many of us were martyred. But when I shook it back, it went straight. That means that we'll get back on track and we will be stronger, inshallah. So he took this meaning from that. So he used to take good ta'bir from dreams. So once he said, last night I saw one dream that 2 angels came to me and they said, come on, come with me. So they took me to Al-Ardul Muqaddas, Holy Lands, where the Masjid Aqsa, they took me to that area. And whilst we were moving, I saw some scenes. One scene I saw was that there was a man who was sitting and another person standing on top of him, and he has a bent hook in his hand and he puts it inside the jaw and pulls it and tears his jaw apart. and then goes to the other side and pulls the other jaw and tears it apart. Meanwhile, this side gets better, so he comes back around and tears this one apart. I said, what's this? He said, move on. Said, we moved on. I saw another person who was lying down, and there was one person with a rock in his hand. He would strike it on his head, crush his head. The rock would roll. He would go back down, bring it. Meanwhile, his head has returned to the original state. He would strike it again, roll again, and repeatedly this is happening. I said, what's this? He said, move on. We moved on. I came upon a tannoor. Tannoor is where the tandoori roti is made. It's narrow at the top and wide in the middle. And there's fire at the bottom. That's the tannoor. And the roti is cooked inside. There's spikes. And they put the flour on top and it's cooked with the heat. They have a long rod and they pull the roti, the bread out. That's tannoor. So he said something like a big tannoor, massive tannoor, and there's fire inside, and there's naked men and naked women inside. When the flames erupt and come up, they try to get out. They are in huge pain. They're screaming. But when the fire goes down, they go back down. And many times, repeatedly, this is happening. I said, what's this? He said, move on. And I saw a river of blood. And there is one man in the middle. He's trying to come out, but it's sticky blood sticking to him and stench, smell. There's another man with lots of stones on his side. When he comes closer, he takes one stone and shoots at him. It hits his chest and he goes back inside the middle of the river. And this is happening again and again. I said, what's this? They said, move on. We came to a real nice, beautiful garden. And they told me that climb on this hill. And we climbed on there. And I saw a beautiful mansion. And in there were lots of men, women, children, young, old. So I said, this is a beautiful garden, beautiful mansion, and lots of luxuries here. What is this? He said, move on. We climbed another hill. And there was a mansion, palace, more beautiful than the first one. And in this one, I saw just men, young and old, meaning there were no ladies and children there. So we came back, and then this came down. I said, you've taken me around here, tell me what's all this? And they said, we'll tell you now. The first man you saw, whose jaw was being torn apart, he was a habitual liar, a fabricator. He used to fabricate lies, and his lies would reach the corners of the globe. And if he had said something in Bolton, it reaches other places in the world and everybody's talking about it, whereas nothing had happened over here. It's sort of fabrication. He's being blamed for something which he had never done, and people are criticizing him. So these type of, because he used to fabricate that lie with you and speak it with his mouth, he had a habit of doing that all his life. So his mouth and his jaws are being torn apart. The second scene which you saw was a person who was given Quran Sharif by Allah, but he never recited Quran by night and never practiced on it by day. In other words, he was a Hafiz of Quran, but he had disregarded the Quran, neglected the Quran. He did not fulfill the huquq of Quran. So, because the Quran was in his memory, in his brain, so his head is being crushed. And the third tannoor scenario you saw were those who had a habit of committing zina regularly. They were prostitutes, escorts. They used to go around committing zina. So they used to ignite the passion and the fire of the shahwat and desire for the opposite gender. That fire which they burned in them and went to fulfill it with prostitutes and zina. That fire is gathered over here and they are punished in that same fire of love which they had engulfed. And the fourth person you saw in the blood river is the one who used to charge interest from people. So he used to suck the blood of people by taking interest money for 20 years, 25 years from people, paying interest after interest after interest. So all that blood which he sucked from people has turned into a river, and he is being punished in that blood river. And then you move on to the gardens. The first garden you saw on the beautiful mansion is a sample of the Jannat which will be given to general believers. There are men, women, children, young, old in there. The second mansion and garden you saw was the special garden for the shuhada, who sacrificed their lives in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because that is done by men, so that's why you saw only men, young and old in there. And you see that mansion up there, oh, that large on the top of the mountain. Said that is sample of your Jannat. That's your Jannat. So, and I am Jibreel and this is Mikael. So Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, then let me go there. He said, no, your soul is still in your body. You can't go there until it comes out. You have to complete your life. When your life is completed, then you will get there. So he related the whole dream to the Sahaba after Fajr Salah. So sometimes he himself would say, last night I saw this dream, and then he would explain what it means. And dreams are said in the hadith to be mubashirat. Lam yabqa min al-nubuwwat illa al-mubashirat. Nothing is left from Nabuwwat and prophethood except Mubashirat. Sahaba asked, what is Mubashirat, Ya Rasulullah? And he replied, Ar-ru'ya salihah, yaraha al-muslim aw tura lahu. A good dream which a Muslim sees or someone else sees for him is Mubashirah. It brings good news and glad tidings. So this is why Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that if you see a dream, لا تقصها إلا على واد أو ذي رأي. Don't relate it except to a person who loves you or one who is wise and intelligent. Because if you relate it to an enemy, he'll give the wrong interpretation. If you relate it to a foolish person, he will give wrong ta'bir of it. So Huzur said, don't relate it but to a person who has some love for you and who will think carefully, wisely, and he will give good meaning of that dream. So this is the meaning of it. On the other hand, if you see a scary dream, nightmare, then you shouldn't relate that. Because it's scary, it's a nightmare. Why relate it? Just read, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, spit on the left 3 times, put, and go back to sleep. And this dream, nightmare will not harm you. This is what Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said. Once this Sahabi said, Ya Rasulullah, last night I saw in my dream that my head was chopped off and it was rolling away, and I was running after it to get it and put it back on my body. Nabi Pak sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, this is a shaitani dream. You should not relate it to anyone. So when you see this type of dream, it is shaitani, because Ibn Sirin said dreams are of 3 types. Bushra min Allah, good news from Allah. Adghasu ahlam, when you're busy in something during the day, that's what you see in your dream. Like a cat sees something to eat in her dreams. So when you are busy, like you are in exams or election, then you see your exam papers in your dream. And number 3, nightmares from shaitan. So if you see a dream in which you're scared, you're sweating, you're scared, terrified, then that means that's a shaitani dream. Just ignore it. Don't even ask for the ta'bir, what does this mean? Because you're scared. Allah does not like scaring people. Allah wants to keep you calm and give you good news. So if there is something nice, you are cool, calm in your dream, and you see something, then that holds some meaning to it. If you sometimes dream is very clear. You don't even need to ask someone for the ta'bir. You understand it yourself. So just try and figure it out, what it means. Like for example, someone is doing some istikhara and he prayed salah for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nights. and he sees or she sees the dream. Sometimes the dream is really clear. So you know there's an answer, yes or no. You know that I have good feelings regarding it. Just go ahead with it. But other times you feel uneasy, and sometimes you see something that there is some shaky in there, something wrong in this. Then you should avoid it. So you can't figure out the dream yourself. If it is a bit complicated, then you can ask someone what this means, and they might interpret it for you. Our Hazrat was an expert in this field, and he would pick out dreams very quickly. Maulana Zakaria Sahab from Canada phoned Hazrat and he said, Hazrat, last night I saw a dream. I saw the moon, and the moon came, I think something like moon came down in my lap. So Hazrat said, it's a good dream. It means your wife is pregnant and she's going to give birth to a baby boy. And that's exactly what happened. Even he didn't know that his wife is pregnant. But Hazrat was so sharp, he picked it up instantly. So this is the world of dreams is something amazing. And if you have connection with that, if your ruhaniyat is strong, then you pick those dreams very quickly, the meaning of it. Because your ruh and your heart is connected and attached to that alamul arwah and alamul amsal, where misals are there. Misals, like Nabi Pak Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says, I saw that I was drinking milk, and there was some milk left over. I gave it to Umar ibn Khattab, and he drank it. They said, Ya Rasulullah, what does this mean? And he said, it means ilm. That I was drinking that ilm and knowledge, and I passed that knowledge on to Umar ibn Khattab. So milk is the example and sample of ilm in the real world. Ilm in the real world is milk in the world of dreams. So there are examples like this in the world of dreams. So you have to understand and pick it up to understand that dream. And those who have connection with that understand it better properly. Our Hazrat is gone. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala elevate his ranks in Jannat. And may Allah give us someone who can understand these dreams like Hazrat used to understand them. But today's sunnat was about dreams and how to behave with regards to dream. Good dream, related to someone, he will give you good ta'bir. Scary nightmare, just read Auzu Billah, change your side and sleep on the other side. Inshallah, the dream will not harm you. You will forget the dream, and you won't even remember it in the morning. What was it? So don't let it disturb you. Sometimes people say, Masab, I keep seeing snakes in my dream. I get really scared. But it's a shaitani dream, right? So just don't even ask for the meaning of it, right? Why are you scared of it? The shaitan likes scaring you, terrifying you. So he comes every night. So just read Ayatul Kursi, Auzu Billah Minash Shaitani Rajim, go back to sleep. Nothing will happen. It won't harm you, inshallah. May Allah give us understanding. Subhanallah bihamdihi, subhanakallahumma bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Jazakallah. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina. لا إله إلا الله سيدنا ونبينا وشفيعنا وحبيبنا سندنا ومولانا محمد رسول الله صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا. لا إله إلا الله 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 محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. لا إله إلا الله، 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 لا إله إلا الله. محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. لا إله إلا الله، 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 لا إله إلا الله. محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. لا إله إلا الله، 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 لا إله إلا الله. محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. لا إله إلا الله، 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 لا إله إلا الله. محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. لا إله إلا الله، 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 لا إله إلا الله. محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. لا إله إلا الله، 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 لا إله إلا الله. محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. لا إله إلا الله، 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 لا إله إلا الله. محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. لا إله إلا الله، 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 لا إله إلا الله. محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. لا إله إلا الله، 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 لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. لا إله إلا الله 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 محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. لا إله إلا الله 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 محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا. إلا الله 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 لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا. الله 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 هو الله 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 لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه وبارك وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا. الله 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 Allah, 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 La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa ashabihi wa baraka wa sallam tasliman kathiran kathira. Ya Rabbi salli wa sallim daiman abadan ala habibika khayril khalqi kullihim wal habibul ladhi turja shafa'atuhu likulli hawlin min al ahwali muqtahimi. Allahu حاضري الله ناظري الله معي الله حاضري الله ناظري الله معي الله حاضري الله ناظري الله معي. استغفر الله العظيم الذي لا اله الا هو الحي القيوم. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد ان لا اله الا انت نستغفرك ونتوب اليك. پروردگار عالم محض اپنے فضل اور کرم سے ہم سب کی مغفرت فرما دیجیے. ہمارے اگلے پچھلے صغیرہ کبیرہ قدیم جدید تمام گناہوں کی بخشش فرما دیجیے. آئندہ ہر قسم کے گناہوں سے حفاظت فرمائیے. یا اللہ پوری امت کی مغفرت فرما دیجیے. پوری امت پر رحم کر دیجیے, کرم کر دیجیے. پوری امت کی کمزوریوں پہ پردہ ڈھانک دیجیے. امت کو غیر کے سامنے رسوا نہ فرمائیے. پروردگار عالم خصوصاً فلسطین کے حال پر رحم فرمائیے. غزہ کے مسلمانوں کے حال پر رحم فرمائیے. بیچاروں کی حفاظت فرمائیے. دشمن کے الغار سے, ظلم سے ان کو نجات عطا فرمائیے. یا اللہ بیچاروں کا پانی بھی بند کر دیا. یا اللہ سب کچھ ان پر یا اللہ سختیاں ہو رہی, بیچاروں پر رحم کر دیجیے. یا اللہ ان کے لیے آسانیاں فرمائیے. ان کے قلوب پر صبر اور سکینہ نازل فرمائیے. یا اللہ دشمن کے حق میں ہدایت ہے تو نصیب فرمائیے, نہیں ہے تو تمام دشمنان اسلام کو یا اللہ چن چن کر ختم فرمائیے. اس دور کے فرعون سے اس طرح نمٹ لیجیے جیسے آپ نے اس دور کے فرعون سے نمٹ لیا تھا. یا اللہ آپ ہی بیچارے مسلمانوں پر رحم کر دیجیے اور خبیث بدماش ظالم غنڈوں سے انتقام لے لیجیے. خبیثوں پر اپنا قہر اور غضب نازل فرما دیجیے. ان کی آپس میں پھوٹ پھاٹ ڈال کر ان کو تباہ و برباد ہلاک فرما دیجیے. یا اللہ مسجد اقصی کی حفاظت فرما دیجیے. یا اللہ مسجد اقصی کی حفاظت فرما دیجیے. یا اللہ اس کی حفاظت کرنے والے بہادروں کی حفاظت فرما دیجیے. پروردگار عالم پورے عالم اسلام پر رحم فرما دیجیے. یا اللہ پورے عربستان پر خصوصی رحم فرما دیجیے. عرب اور عجم پر رحم کر دیجیے. افغانستان کے زلزلے میں شہید ہونے والوں پر رحم کر دیجیے. بیچاروں کے لیے آسانیاں فرمائیے. پوری دنیا میں مسلمانوں کے لیے آسانیاں فرمائیے, حفاظت فرمائیے. ربنا تقبل منا انك انت السميع العليم وتب علينا انك انت التواب الرحيم. صلی اللهم وسلم على سيدنا محمد وآله وصحبه اجمعین برحمتك یا ارحم الراحمین. اشراق پڑھ سکتے ہیں حافظ عبدالعزیز کے نہیں ہوا ٹائم ظاہر تو اندھیرا لگ رہا ہے. ابھی 29 بتا رہا ہے, 39 ہو گئے. تو ابھی 4-5 منٹ اور ویٹ کرنا پڑے گا. چلو گھر جا کر ہی پڑھ لیں گے. اللہ